everyone. Hope that you are doing well. Hope that you are doing amazing. Sorry I couldn't meet with you yesterday as planned. The energy of the full blue moon took the best toll on me. It just drained a lot of energy for what was needed to take that toll on me. So I just wasn't able to channel for separate messages, at least in a way that was structured for you. So Instagram usually has the best updates for me since I'm not able to update as I want to on here on YouTube. But without further ado, we are going to get into these month-long readings. And that means that we're going to do it from September 2nd up into October 1st, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get our Earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and see what is happening for you guys within this month. We're going to see your proverb, then we're going to get into your career, your love, and then what is and isn't working, and then final messages. Okay? Spirit, what's proverb? Perfect. So your proverb for the month is going to be 43, okay? 43. Let's take a gander, take a look inside of the I Ching book. It says breakthrough. Breakthrough for this month in September. It is above lake, below heaven. A lake rising into the sky creates an unnatural imbalance that cannot hold. The weight of water hanging overhead is oppressive and threatening. So it is when inferior and evil people rise to exalted positions of power. A breakthrough is inevitable, bringing them crashing down from the high places. The good will always naturally rise again through the creative will of heaven. Okay? And your affirmation is the lake rises to heaven, evil gives way to good. So you guys have been dealing with a lot of trying to get a lot of structure within your own root chakra, right? Which is your element in itself. Make sure that you are grounded on the physical realm within survival means, survival means such as housing, food, monetary gains, how you are seen and affected within the outside world in your environment. Fear, it is unlocked with that, and it is within your self-assurance and confidence in self and trusting in yourself, right? So you guys were battling with that within the last few readings that we had. So with this breakthrough, it is a means that you are recognizing the steps that you are able to take to have that. You're recognizing that there is an imbalance in my life and what's happening and what's going on and what's coming into fruition or what's happening or what has happened. And I'm realizing at this moment in time, it's a breakthrough, right? That there was an imbalance, and that's why I wasn't as rooted as I could have been, right? It could be information coming in. It could be a release of healing. It could be crying. It could be, again, just that strong breakthrough. And that is what you guys have been seeking and looking for. So that is good news for you, Earth signs, because a breakthrough is needed. So that way it can blossom and have more. When you're breaking ground, you have to do that to plant seeds, right? So that's what's currently happening. Let's see what is happening within your career, your finances, as well as your career, finances, and money. Career, finances. Yeah, let's just go with career and finances and see what's happening for this month for you guys. I'll have to pick that up later. See what's happening with your career and financing. Spirit, what do you have for the earth elements for this month for their career and their finances? So we have new life. So this is a new start. This is a new beginning. This can be a new job. This can be a new idea that you have that you are deciding to now put your plans into motion. This is you now deciding to put actions into plans that you had a long time ago. It is new opportunities, new possibilities, new perspectives. It's this new weight that is lifted off to let you recognize that in my career it's going to be great. So this can be new ways of getting funds that you weren't expecting, right? This can be a new opportunity that you didn't think that you would ever be able to have at all. This can be a promotion. This can be an upgrade. But new life is letting you know that it is in the center of itself, and that is the true balance, right? That is the balance of life. That is the right? The new life, the change of that, okay? So anything else in regards to career and finances for our earth signs for the month of until the month of October for September, Spirit? We have shadow. This is letting you know that it is best to always make sure that you are recognizing your shadow. So that way when you are blessed with these new ideas, these new opportunities, this new abundance, right, this new career, if you are thinking about starting a new job, things of that sort, this new life, it is a means of keeping your shadow in check and recognizing. So that way, since you guys were again dealing with having issues, bless me, with earthly matters, which is the root chakra, and earthly matters is also having to do with the finances, career, your actual life on the external environment world. Your shadow is inside, the inside of how you navigate externally, right? So this is letting you know that not to get so again into the mindset of the outside that you neglect the inside. Because with the breakthrough is letting you know that you recognize that there was an imbalance on the inside and that was affecting the outside. So you recognize that maybe what I'm thinking about myself is putting me in a position to allow others to treat me in a way because of how I'm thinking about myself. Or maybe I'm not doing things in my life that I know I need to do, right? I'm not taking precautions, I'm not taking steps, I'm not doing what I actually need to do because of how I think and feel about myself, or because of how I feel I may be portrayed outside, or that I'm not worthy, things of that sort. So with the shadow, it's saying that when this new life happens for you, when you are jumping timelines, when you are shifting environments, and everything is starting to feel different, because it is different, and you don't want to scare yourself. You don't want to pull into maybe not, or fear, or it's this moment of the shadow just diving into where you were beforehand. Like, you don't want to repeat cycles when you are cultivating something new. So when you get that promotion, right, and you're like, I don't know if I can actually be in charge of people. I don't even know why I applied to this job in the first. I can't be in charge of people. Why did I do that? Yes, you can. It's this means of they recognize something in you because that is what you portrayed from the inside out. So continuously portray that from the inside out by making sure that you are continuously communicating with your shadow, which is yourself. Okay? So when this new life comes for your career, your finances, things of that sort, do not allow yourself to get back into that imbalance of the root chakra, right? And I think you guys also have the heart chakra, which has to do with healing, right? And that has to do with expansion, that has to do with growth and acknowledgement of that. So making sure that you guys are continuously focusing on the things that are keeping you sound. Because remember, I told you, earth signs, you can lose everything on the physical, but you will still be left with your mind, your body, and your soul. So with this new life, make sure that you are cultivating that in this career, in your business, in new collaborations, and new brand deals, and new whatever it is that is currently happening for you. Make sure that your shadow is not feeling like you're pushing it even further in the darkness. Instead, let it know that it's coming with you in the light, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and get into your love, all right? This will be romantic. This can be platonic. This can be family. This could be career. So we're going to see what the Spirit is saying for your love life for September, okay? Spirit, what do you have for Earth for September? For Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus for their love life. We have missing you, okay? Is there any clarification on the missing you, Spirit, for their love life? Can you clarify that for Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, please? And I did forget to mention, I'm so sorry, apply the earth elements, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, okay? Excuse me. Can you clarify missing you, please? I think I skipped it, yeah. Clarify missing you. Power couple. So this could have been someone that you were currently dealing with, and that you want to deal with, and that you want to collaborate with. Final clarification before I close this out. Spirit, speak now before I close it. Speak now. Yep, that's what they got for you, earth signs. So And the means of that, somebody is missing you. It could honestly be, I'm hearing your inner child, your inner self, that shadow part that you actually need to work on and continuously develop with for that breakthrough in itself. So if it is missing you, it is a means of something inside of yourself is missing the connection to where you are now and where you are going. So if you truly want this power couple, you truly want to be in a sense of when you walk into the room, people understand who you are, that people understand your demeanor and what is actually happening for you. And as a means of you recognizing that maybe it's a part of yourself that is missing you, and that can actually enlighten you to a power that you weren't recognizing. Okay, so it could be somebody coming in that's helping you with the parts that you were missing in yourself. It could be a collaboration within business and somebody is helping you recognize the parts that you're missing within yourself, and that is what is bringing this out. But right now, Spirit is saying don't focus on romantic love at this moment in time. Focus on your career, focus on that part, and make sure that that is solid in itself. The love will come, it'll come to you, but right now your career is, Spirit is saying focus on that right now in yourself. Try not to hop into a relationship too quick, fast, and easy, especially since you just got done dealing with your own root chakra that has been struggling, which is about trusting yourself, self-confidence, reassurance, and things of that sort. Take it slow, okay? That's fine. So that way when somebody recognizes your own power, they will let me couple with that, and they won't be ready to present you with bullshit. Okay, so Spirit, let's find out what is and isn't working for you. Spirit, what isn't working for the earth signs for September? What will not work for the earth signs in September? Sun, Moon, Rising for Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo. Okay, what is working for the earth signs, Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo? Don't blame me, Spirit. That's too many. Capricorn, Leo, and I'm saying Leo because I'm looking at the line. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Are you dealing with the Leo? It's coming out quite a lot. What is working for us, the earth signs for September? I'll make you do a witch's spread. I feel it. Ooh. Calming the fuck down is what's going to work out for you. Staying calm, meditating, being cool. Okay, well, we're not going to get into that yet because I like to do what's not working so that way we can apply that. So what isn't working is the ego, like the bird. That Minnesota accent is really fucking with me, and the lion, which is why I was saying the Leo. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that up, and then that way we can dive into that a little bit deeper. Of course, we're gonna go in elemental order. So let's go ahead and pull up this lion. Okay, so the lion, the key words for the lion are patient, regal, and a complete master. This is a person that when they walk into the room, some people can be intimidated, but they are still respected. They are still admired because they understand that they are the master of self-transformation, right? They understand that. However, it can get to a part where you are out of balance when you are too serious. You feel like I have to be so structured, and that can also be in the means of that root chakra and that heart chakra. I feel like you have to be like this. You have to be set like this, structured like this, and do things like this. And that can cause disappointment in self when you don't meet your own standards. That can cause shame when you put yourself out there and it didn't meet the standards of that because you weren't actually fully prepared, because you didn't master that self-transformation of doing it for you, recognizing your shadow, how it's going to affect you and not affect you, things of that sort. So it literally says it's the master of the fire element, which is passion, which is drive, which is focus, which is creativity, right? So when you are recognizing that, you can become in balance when you are the epitome of peace and strength. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to showboat it. You don't need to, it's a means. I'm hearing, stop proving your worth or signs. Show up and be you. That's what I'm hearing. Just show up and be you. Don't show up with the expectation of how people are going to receive you. Just show up with the expectation that they are going to see me and I'm going to receive myself, and anything else after that is none of my business. Which kind of leads us to the crocodile. But we're going to get to that. So with the lion, it's a means of you are the epitome of peace and strength. You understand when you need to speak. You understand what you can and can't do. You understand where to build at. You understand where to rest at, because you are at peace in your body and you are able to have that strength to have strong endurance, right? For transformation, for growth, for expansion, like the heart chakra, okay? Again, when you are out of balance, you are withdrawn. You are withdrawn from life. You are withdrawn from self as well. Remember, I told you in the last reading that you guys had that when you are withdrawn, things start falling apart on the outside, and you're like, that's fine, it's okay. Because you feel like you have certain things, and it's a means of when that imbalance happens, there's going to be a breakthrough. And I'm hearing it could be like a tower moment breakthrough where it's in reverse or it's unexpected. You weren't, it's just like, oh, I don't know how to react. Or it can be a beautiful tower moment when you're recognizing, I want this shit to crumble because the foundation that I need to build needs to be recreated. Okay, so with the line, to bring it to meditation, to bring it to balance, is daily meditation and friendship. Okay, having people around you that actually support you, that truly care about you, that nurture your ideas, that help you cultivate those ideas, and that also allow you to rest and breathe and think. Okay, so taking that in with that reflection, daily meditation and friendship, and that was your last one for you last time as well, was meditation. You need to take at least 15, 20, 30 minutes to an hour out of the day of just meditating, because right now the line isn't what's going to work for you in the long run for September, which is being withdrawn from life, being withdrawn from self, and being too serious about everything to the point where you have to control everything. You're disappointed, you're sad, you're ashamed, you're stressed, you're worried. And that's not what we need. You need to be the epitome of peace and strength. Okay? So then we're going to go ahead and go on to the ego, which is air as well. So, the keywords for the ego are all-pervading power, truth seer, transforms karma. Okay, they're literally the element of the sun. They can hold it in. It says, when the ego appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. Like I said, Spirit really needs you to transform yourself, because the imbalance of the root chakra really needs to be transformed. That is yourself. Something inside of you needs to shift. You are literally wanting to have a new life, not just in your career and your finances and your money and things of that sort, but you literally want that new life, right? Both of these are elements of the sun, right? It literally says that noble ego emanates the light of the sun, and the lion is obviously known as the Leo kind of sign with the sun. So it's a means of stop dimming your light, because the more you dim your light, the more you step into your shadows, without actually recognizing that you're not healing your shadow, healing your hurt. Why am I reacting this way? Why am I thinking this way? Why haven't I done that yet? Why haven't I cleaned that yet? Why haven't I worked on that yet? Why haven't I cut that person off yet? It's a means of I forgot to put my phone on D&D. I move. It's a means of recognizing in a sense of self of I am holding the light, and both of these cards are saying what is not working is you trying to stop your transformation. Some meanings of, okay, I need to tap into that transformation. Okay, so it says the ego pushes you to be your best and brightest self and stop at nothing to see you shine. Okay, so again, it's going to be either a good tower moment where it's upright, or it's going to be a reverse tower moment where you're going to feel like you're distraught and you're struggling and you're stressed the fuck out and you're irritated and you're pissed off and you feel like nothing is going right. So now you got negative thinking on your side, and now you got worry and anxiety on your side and all these things, and now you're trying to rush things and you're not thinking about things with a calm mind, right? Some means of recognizing I'm the light. And if I'm also the fire, that means I can burn out shit that isn't working and warm things that are. Okay, so when you are in balance, you are bright, you are radiant, and you are in challenges. It means you are able to challenge yourself and use the strength of the lion to complete those challenges, get over those obstacles or unforeseen circumstances that may happen in your life, because you will also have a higher perspective with the ego as well. Okay, when you are out of balance, you are controlling. You're trying to control every single aspect of your life versus relying on your friendships that you have cultivated to help you in a sort of way that will. You are controlling in the sense of, some people feel like, yes, we control ourselves, but when you control yourself to the point of not actually knowing yourself, Like, oh, I'm going to wake up every day at 5 a.m., this and that, da da da. And it's like, does it actually work out with your work schedule? Does it work out with your daily activities? Does it work out with the way that you actually, operate? It's a means of, if you are going to be controlling, make sure that you are doing it in a way that is structured with a reasonable and sound mind. Not just to control things because you feel like your life is spiraling out of control. Right? It's not spiraling out of control. It is spiraling into a manifestation. Right? It also says that it covers the elements of fire and air. So we're thinking about that, and what isn't working for you is the fire and the air. It's a means of tapping into that as well. Okay? To bring that into balance, step into the unknown. And I would tell you, when you meditate, that is stepping into the unknown, because you are hearing things that you didn't know were possible. You can see things depending on how you are, and feel things that you didn't know were possible. That is also stepping into unknown. But when you calm yourself with that meditation, it allows you to realize with your new life and your new career, your new finances and abundance, that is also stepping into the unknown. With your relationships and the power couple and someone missing you, that is stepping into the unknown as well, because you maybe never had that before or experienced it in a way where you actually are stepping into your shadow. Okay? So next we have is the crocodile. The crocodile is someone that needs to have a cool head, a cool mind. This is what is going to work for you. Waiting things out. Before you just like, I need to say this. I need to get this off my... You need to relax. Instead of just like, I got to handle this right now. I got to handle... Maybe you relax so that way you can gather a little bit more of the information needed, okay? So the keywords to the crocodile are resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. It literally is about waiting. You ever seen a crocodile and you don't even know that they're in the water because they're so patient? They're calm. They know they're waiting with a purpose, with the sense of like, I am waiting in these waters. They can't see me, right? Well, they're sitting in the shadows, comfortable in the shadows, which is a spirit wants you to be comfortable sitting in the shadows, and then they snatch your ass. And it's the power, okay, clamps down on you, right? But it is, again, about cooling off, submerging in those cool waters, in the swamp with the secrets, the mysteries, and the meditation, okay? It says it means intentionally withdrawing. So remember the line when you step back, when you withdraw because you were too serious and too focused and too controlling, like the ego. This is intentionally withdrawing. I need a moment. I can't give you an answer right now. Is that okay? Can I get back to you in a few hours? I can't have this conversation right now. I feel like this is turning into arguing, and I feel like we're not actually communicating to hear each other and understand each other. And I want to make sure that we're not entering this defense. Can we come back to this later? No, I can't do that for you right now. I have to go actually meditate so certain things is just waiting, right? Intensely withdrawing, gathering your awareness, observing and building energy, building that calming energy, building that logical energy, building that healing energy, building that direct energy, building that creative energy, right? It's building energy, okay? So fill up the vital reserve so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. So you're not just doing it to do it. Because sometimes when you do things to do it, and you're also working on your shadow at the same time, you can do things out of an old habit way. And with this new life, with this new beginning, with the missing you, which means that there is ways that it's like, I'm missing you. Hey, you're in a child, you're in a teenager. It's like, hey, we're missing you. It can be in a means of, this is why you do it that way. So the more that you talk to us, we can actually have you be a power couple. We can have you out here not worried about these things so much, okay? So when you are in balance, you are wise, which means you have gathered all the information from your lessons, from your challenges, from your experiences, and now you are actually applying that to your life. Not just like, oh yeah, I'm aware of that, but it's like, okay, so are you going to make a change? Nah, let's just be aware of stuff. But when you have wisdom, that is applying that to your life, okay? You are patient and you are a silent powerhouse. Back to that power again. Back to that sense. Again, when you tap into who you are, it taps into the true realm of power of self, okay? So, when you are out of balance, you may feel stuck and you can lash out. Like I said, when things happening or are not happening because of the control, because of the withdrawalness, because of not actually tapping into shadow, because you're unsure of self, insecure in self, and you're not actually healing what you need to heal. You're just aware that you need to heal these things. All of that can lead to you feeling stuck. That can lead to you having all this information and being like, okay, what the fuck do I do with it? Okay, right? So it's a means of that. And then you can just lash out at people like, what the fuck? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Are you going to give me advice? So it's just a means of like, cool down like the crocodile. Submerge in some water. If you need some time, you ain't got the answers. How can you control something? Don't do that. Okay? So, to bring into balance, rest and the I'm about to say mascarpone. The Makarasana pose, which is where you lay down flat on your stomach. You put your hands like this. Put your head down. Breathe 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And out 4, right? And then you just focus on your breath and you're facing down. You can even face this way if you want to, or this way, but it's a means of allowing you to kind of lay like how a crocodile does in the water, okay? And that also can be your meditation. That can also be a way of you just laying in grass or on your carpet in your floor, whatever it is, okay? The last one that we have is spiritual for you earth signs, which is the black egg, okay? It is the black egg. I'm just like second to last. Yep. This is the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. Okay? Which is about speaking. It's about being vocal. The key words are speaking from an authentic voice. Authentic means, again, you know yourself, you're sure yourself, you understand yourself, you love yourself, you care about yourself, you understand how you will react or not react, you understand when you need to take a moment if you don't know how you're going to react. It's an understanding of being authentic. I know me, again, when you're walking into a room and you have this power, you don't need to prove your worth, you don't need to prove yourself, you don't need to show, you are it. Just be it. It literally says it's the truth. Okay, it says, when this essence is in balance, you speak slowly and clearly. Okay, you are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking because you're okay with knowing that you can rely on your own voice and your own words from the wisdom that you have. Okay, it says, the questions that you want to ask and answer, please. Always answer these questions. Again, I'm not here to just give you some nice little messages and think, no, answer these questions and do the work. That's the whole point of these, so that you can do the work so that way you continuously grow in progress. I'm not just here to talk and just, I could care less about getting, no, this is an actual message that you need to hear. So do something with the message that you heard, okay? So, the questions are, what do I know to be true about myself? If you cannot answer that right away, that's fine. I always say that's fine, but at least write down the question. Ask the question out loud so that now it's kind of resonating. Now it's you're kind of able to meditate on that, which is something that they want you to do, and think about it. What do I know to be true about myself? Is that, I think that was what you guys had last time. Is this true? Or is this what other people just think about me? Or feel about me, and now I'm feeling about myself. Okay? The next question is, what is true about the world? Because again, it's a means of you trying to put yourself into a world. No, you are literally the ground foundation, the root, the earth. Okay? So it's a means of, what is it? What is true about the world? Because what I know is true about me, and what I know is true about the world, and men being in balance, right? But like I said, the evil will not prevail either. So just because it's an imbalance doesn't mean it won't work in your favor. It means it's going to be a breakthrough so that it can work in your favor as long as you are living and walking and breathing and talking in your purpose. Okay? So, it says when the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed and or out of balance, you speak from an unsure place. Okay? It says you say things others want to hear, you gossip, or you repeat stories to justify your subpar behavior. Okay? It says you might even try to convince yourself that you have no inner truth at all. No morals, no logic, no truth, no wisdom, no nothing. It says the energy of the black egg hovers and waits for you to reconnect. It is available at every moment in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of your voice. right? So that's why I always say my tongue speaks truth, my ears listen, and my body follows, because it's so profound. If my tongue is going to be speaking the truth, it means it's speaking out of my throat, out of my stomach, out of my heart, out of my mind. And my body's going to follow that truth. My environment's going to follow that truth. Everybody else is going to follow that truth, because if this don't sound right in my ears, but you lying to me, you're not being real, you're not being authentic, and I am, and I can be surrounded by that. Okay? It says it resides at the base of the throat, and it translates, which is Vishuddha. I'm saying that so completely wrong. Please forgive me. But it translates to especially pure. Okay? Okay, and then this is especially essential, again, if you are a writer, an editor, a musician, and or a teacher, or somebody that, and it doesn't have to be like a teacher in the class. Like, this is teaching. I have to be honest and I have to be real. I can just be like, no, y'all good. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. No, I have to be open and honest, okay? So that is what is going to work for you, is being open and honest. And if you feel like at this moment in time you can't be open and honest, be like the crocodile and take some moment and submerge and wait and cool. And that also leads to meditating. It also leads to breathing, okay? So that is and isn't what is working for you, okay? Let's go ahead and get some final messages for you, Earth signs, for September from Spirit. See what we got here. What messages do you have, Spirit, for the Earth signs for the month of September? Oops. Now for Earth signs. Month of September. Now Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Yeah, somebody may be dealing with the Leo. You have Leo in your chart, because I keep hearing Leo energy. Maybe this Leo, Venus, and retrograde that we're in, I believe, on Monday or Sunday. It's a means of maybe tapping into more, again, your interrelationships with yourself, with your environment, how you see yourself, your value, the way that you view yourself, with the beauty, with receiving energy, things of that sort as well. I keep hearing Leo, and it's like love and things of that sort. So tapping into that as well, and seeing how this Venus in retrograde, while it was in Leo, affected you with your interpersonal relationships as well as your external personal relationships as well. You're getting a lot of Queen energy. A lot of this Queen energy is coming in reversed. You got some Pentacles coming in, which means there will be some hard work that needs to happen in order for you to obtain the goals that you are looking to reach. Anything else, Spirit, before I close it out for the Earth signs for the month of September? Yeah, we got some reverses. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. So we got the Queen of Cups that came out, okay? This is the Cancer sign, as you can see. I like to make sure I put everything on there. And we're going to go ahead and get the keywords for you, okay? This did come out in the reverse for you, so we're going to go ahead and read that. And the reverse is something kind of like how with the animal cards, it's like an imbalance within that in itself, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a peek. It says untrustworthy, unreliable, and indecision. So again, when we're thinking about the authentic black egg, being truthful, if you are unsure of yourself, you are going to be unsure with other people. Because again, that is an interpersonal relationship. If you do not have a good interpersonal relationship, you're not going to have external good relationships either. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be always you. Always. So we're thinking about this. It's a means of, again, if you are untrustworthy, it's because you don't trust yourself. You're insecure with yourself. You don't trust and rely on the decisions that you have made, will make, and or need to make. And that is not something that is going to strive very well in your life. So, in the means of bringing it into balance, be near water. It is Cancer energy, right? So it is about nurturing yourself, tapping more into, again, that moon energy, that shadow energy, your intuition, guiding yourself with your intuition, right? And it's about being really self-assured in a sense of sacral chakra energy. Sacral, because I always get those confused. Sacral chakra energy, yes, it's weird. Thank you. And then that is creativity, that is sensuality, which is about being truly authentic and self, knowing yourself, loving yourself, caring about yourself. So, and then inspiring that creativity, right? Then nurturing this. So, if I ain't got no earth. Capricorn be fighting. But I ain't gonna earth in any of these. But if you are struggling with that and people are just feeling like they can trust you, they can't come to you, you're not really reliable, not dependable, they feel like they can't share secrets or information with you, whatever it is, or it's a means of, those people always bring gossip to you. People always want to talk about you, about other people with you. It's a means of taking a look like, why is that? Why are they so comfortable doing that with me? You know? So taking that in, because when you are in balance, you are a kind and caring person, which means back to the gossiping, not sharing, not saying what other people want to hear either, because that can lead to you not being trustworthy. Because if you're like, why did you say that to me and you didn't really mean it? I just seemed like you really needed it at that moment in time. I don't give a fuck what I needed at that moment in time, because at the end of the day, I'm always going to need truth. Okay? So always do that. Don't tell people what they want to hear. Again, stop trying to prove your worth. You are already worthy. You have to walk in like that. Okay? That leads back again to that missing you in the power couple. Your inner self is missing you, and you are the true power couple that you are trying to cultivate outside of self. It says you are devoted to a project, to a plan, as well as to yourself. You are imaginative about possibilities, opportunities about yourself. And you are a guiding personality. Again, you can be a teacher, you can be a public speaker, you can be a writer. You are able to lead and guide people. Okay? Next we have is the Five of Pentacles. This is about seeking solace. This is about seeking help and refuge in a means of itself, okay? It's about recognizing that, that you may be a little sick and maybe a little ill, and that you are looking for a place to go, right? This person is literally in the card in the deck. It is sick, it is ill, and it literally looks for a sanctuary within the church, right? Okay, so, and we're going to take a look at this of it being in reverse. The keywords are improved outlook, better times, and new employment. Okay, got your ass there, didn't I? But it's a means of that. But again, Five of Pentacles still means work. Reverse means it could be out of balance. So again, if it is about an improved outlook, as it means maybe I'm doing my meditation more, maybe I'm journaling more, maybe I'm saying my affirmations more, maybe I'm also saying no more and being sure of that. Or I'm saying yes more and being sure of that. Because I'm improving my outlook of where my life is going, because I'm being imaginative about my future. I'm being devoted to my current present self so that I can sustain a new future. With the new employment, again, it's about, I didn't think I was going to get this job, this opportunity, this brand deal, whatever this is. It's a means of that. Again, it's a means of you recognizing that you are sick, that you are ill, but seeking solace, seeking a place to heal yourself, to recharge yourself, to gain up that power intentionally like the crocodile, okay? Because that is what is going to work for you. And again, in better times. So be prepared for that. Be ready for that and be looking out for that. The next that we have is the Hangman in reverse. This is about if right now you feel like you are stuck right now, things aren't working out, things aren't looking good. It's a means of maybe taking the time and taking a step back to reflect on what you can be doing in this moment in time. Okay? With it being in reverse, the keywords are wasting time, lack of progress, and feeling stalled in life. Again, it's a means of, yes, the breakthrough is here and it's happening and things are shifting and changing, right? But if you are not moving and you feel like your life is not progressing, you feel like it's not going anywhere, it's not happening, it's not going to work out, it can be a means of just, you're not moving. Right? But if we're looking at the improved outlook, new beginnings, new life, your shadow self is missing you because they want to push you in the spotlight. They want you to be seen. They want your authentic voice to teach and help and heal others. That means right now, in this moment, that you cannot let time pass you by. You have to make a decision. You have to make a choice. You have to move. Okay? You have to do that. There is no other way. Because right now, again, you are wasting time. And you're feeling stalled in life, but life is not stalled. Okay? Which leads us to the next one. I always say Nine of Pentacles. well, I mean the Nine of Wands, but it's the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about getting a message, it's about getting information, and it's about being able to make decisions in a quick haste. Because again, when you understand yourself and you're sure of yourself, you're not going to be like, I guess, sure. Oh my God, he's at the window. I can't open the door for you right now, so you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait, Ruhi, or you can go around. He's just staring at me. He's so cute. But it's a means of, again, recognizing that. So the keywords are quick actions, decision made in a haste, delivery of important news, and voyage by air, right? So this can be somebody coming in and flying in. This can be mail, voyage by air. This can be you having to go somewhere and relocate, or go on a trip and that's how you get information, or you're just getting information through a text, a download, or via me. But again, this is allowing you to say, Spirit is coming in with a message. And it's going to be quite hard to get if you're wasting time doing any and everything and not truly living your purpose. You're going to miss it, and you're going to have some stagnation, and you can have difficulty within, if you're not taking that, you can have difficulty with other relationships as well, okay? Which leads us to judgment, okay? And we're thinking about the evil will not prevail for your proverb, people getting their just desserts. This is exactly what the judgment card is. The karma coming in, and I think it was the karma coming in for that as well, for your what is and isn't working. The karma coming in and distributing that for that judgment, and allowing that to come in and letting you know, we always been looking out for your ancestors, always been here. We noticed that. So when you feel like it was stagnation in your life, when you feel like there was nobody there, when you feel like you have to control everything, and now you're finally realizing you're having to release, that you're able to make those changes and those shifts, it's a lot better. Okay, so we have accountability for one's actions. That can be somebody else coming to you and saying, hey, I fucked up, I did wrong. And that can also be the information that's coming in, like, hey, I fucked up, I did wrong. And that can also let you know a lot more ways than one of how things change, right? It can be you taking accountability for your actions in the part that you played in your own life. If you're not playing a part in your life, maybe, or you're doing too much in your life and not allowing divine to step in. Okay, it is also about, again, new beginnings and awakening. So, starts, change, new beginnings. It is literally the dead coming back to life, replenished. Okay? Calling your archangels. The next one that we have is the... Sorry, scratching my nose, not picking it. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? This is about being able to escape the maze. Being able to, again, see a different outlook, a different possibility of being trapped underground, a bewildered child as well. It literally says bewildered child. So again, you are a novice, you are starting over again. Use your wisdom from the old to help it in your life. But again, if you are reaching a standstill, like, I don't understand it, I'm confused, I'm doubting myself, things of that sort, cool down, submerge in that water. Take a moment. Just like the child, you will come out of it, okay? So, if we have this in reverse, it is loss, self-doubt, no faith in one's own abilities. So this person, again, this child was lost in a maze, but obviously they're able to escape in the upright position. But again, if you feel like you cannot trust in your own intuition, your own voice, you are going to self-doubt. You're going to have loss in friendships, loss in careers, loss in gains of monetary, loss in gains of financial, spiritual gaining and awakening and things of that sort, okay? So when you are in the upright position, it is about beating the odds, victory over all competition circumstances, and winning a fight or a struggle, okay? Again, this is going to take creativity. Wands are about creativity, mindset, opening, new possibilities, not thinking one way, flipping yourself on your head, on that hangman. Pentacles are about hard work, devoting that time, putting the work in, being dedicated, taking pride in your work, acknowledging that, which leads us to the Seven of Pentacles, which is about a young witch who is practicing in her craft. And this is letting you know that you will have to practice with this stuff. You cannot come in acting like you know everything, because that can lead to you trying to control stuff, and then when something happens and it doesn't work out right because you didn't have all the information, you didn't know, because you're young and you're still practicing your skills, you can have that doubt, losing sense of self, things of that sort, and that can lead in a whirlwind versus you allowing yourself to rely on your friends and Being a novice, again, is what I'm hearing. It's okay to be a novice and you don't know everything. You don't. I had to tell y'all that last time. You don't know everything. Literally, the cards I got is shut up and listen. You guys don't know everything, and that is okay, because sometimes that is a pressure that you add on yourself to feel like you have to know everything. So that way, once you have to say something, you feel like you have to know everything. Say what you know, so that way what you don't can be filled in. And that can also fill up your reservoir as well. Okay? So the key words for this are developing skills, growth in one's abilities, taking a moment to reflect on progress made. Also leads back to the Hangman, for you to recognize how far you have come and where you need to go, to recognize that I'm not at a standstill. Okay? We have 5 of Cups, which means you can have some issues within your relationships right now, right? You can be having some arguments, you can be broken up, you can have some strife within your family, disconnections, it's some issues. It's letting you know that yes, there has been some difficulties in this relationship, but there is still plenty of love. It doesn't have to necessarily be with this person, but you do still have 2 cups here that can be filled into and that you can fill others with. You can also clean up these cups, pick them up off the ground, wash them out, and go take your blessings somewhere else versus you being yelled and berated at, right? This is about choosing yourself each time, in a recognition of, when I choose myself, I choose others as well, and I can give love and care and guidance to them in the best way possible, okay? Because right now the relationship isn't going too hot, I can tell, which is also why we got the other card, which is about domestic woes and issues. This one is about imperfect relationships, marital disappointments, regret, and loss. Again, when you think about you don't have a good relationship with self, it is going to show outwardly as well. Okay? The reverse meaning is about new relationships and return of a past friend. Okay? The last one that we have is the Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull that. This is about a self-confident, self-assured motherfucker. Okay? So this is literally an attractive and well-like female energy, essence, presence of the divine. It is assertive. And it says a sincere person, right? That is, again, a sincere person. They mean exactly what they say, and they say exactly what they mean, and they're confident. Okay? So step into yourself. So that way when you step outside, you're never stepping out of yourself. Okay? So Earth signs, this has been your reading. Spirit is saying tap into your shadow. Get to know yourself truly. Not just on the outside and how you present to others, but on the inside of how you are presenting to yourself. Because that is what is going to lead you to the betterment of a lot more things than one. Okay? So, the Earth signs, again, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, if that is in your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, please apply to that. This is your month-low reading from September up until October 1st. You can watch these live on my Instagram every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I just couldn't do it yesterday, so I'm sorry. What I also do a lot of updates on my Instagram as well. You can find me on any platform at Latisse_Moon. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so that way I can continuously thrive and share these messages. I love you guys. Love yourselves more. Until next time.